Hello y'all, welcome back, and today, if you don't know what we're going to be doing, we're going to try to get the P38 again, like we tried to do in the last couple videos that I made it in one, but I'm going to now put war tips, or like kind of help you in this game, just in case if you do play it, so that's going to help you some. So someone's playing historic, one of us trying to play some arcade for y'all. Yeah, there's gonna be like war tips at the bottom of the screen. So like if you want to pause and write them down or read them and like play this game afterwards and all that, you can. They're gonna say war tips. They might be at the bottom, which most likely they're gonna be. Might want to turn that down. Do you like it whenever I go into the interior mode? I just don't like how you set that so bad. So far back. Maybe zoom in like this. We can see the side a little bit better. Yeah. The game says bomb, right? That's a talking. Black is opening up on me. I see his plane, but I'm still not making it out. It is an NSB Dauntless. Wrecked it. Be a nice roll. For y'all, I don't know. Oops, ground target kill. Bomb Raider is back for some fun. If he wants fun, I'll give him fun. Unless if he's a bit quieter than I'm basically freaking screwed, but if he's I just gotta watch out for you. Or the matter. And he's gonna P40. Well, he's got bombs on too, so he's gonna kill it because he don't drop. Apparently, he don't know. Hey, drop your bomb. I made that mistake whenever I was made that mistake. But now I know. Hey, drop your bombs once you get into a dog fight. You're right. Yes, we are the same plane, but he made a wrong mistake. He let me get on his tail. We still kind of went head on head with, again, this guy's making rookie mistakes. Rookie mistakes all the time, so it ain't really that bad. So I think I'm gonna play this match. I don't think we even touch each other because my health is still at 100. So he touched him, or no bullets touched each other, so why does my main gun have to be reloading all of a sudden? Oh wait, I had 2 dogfights. Well, I had a dogfight. Then the other one, I just cheap shotted one of them. Usually, sometimes they'll actually, which I find this out with leads a lot, is they'll rage quit and then they'll leave. But then some of them actually going back, which is weird. because you usually don't do it. You usually just, if you're gonna leave the game, well, of course, one thing I think you need to do is I think you wanted to collide with me. I mean, he never pulled out of there. I want to be the, kind of keep the guy, kind of flying low, kind of let him get on my tail. This is a tactic that you guys can use too. Watch this. You don't know if I'm flying low. Wait. Who's that? All I saw was North Korea and 2. If they're shooting them at the U.S., they made the wrong mistake, I hope you know. Because we'll mess you up. Don't care. Okay, let's go for bomb later because, Shoot some Miata. One shot all of my own. I think you've already noticed that. Oh, I hit him. Let's look at let's look. If we're stupid, then really we're not. Because back whenever I had the B25 premium, which I still do, and I was in midway, sometimes I wouldn't get to take off. Like sometimes I'd be right there and there's a 0 coming in. So I just get on my Top Gunner. So they call me, I basically call myself, I hope he knows he's messing with the wrong person. Because my TNT mod leases will kill you. Uh-oh. Look at that. He hit me really hard. I got my health. How are we looking here? Holy crap, I have no ailerons or rudders. Or rudder. Am I a noob? No. Somehow my gun was still shooting, but was not making any noise. Let's do it again. And if he kills me the next time that he kills me, I'll throw in my P39. I'll probably wreck his butt 5 times. Into this guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are mod uses, but like, I guess that I'm pretty sure they were just. I don't think he had a sight in it. He did have a sight in the B17. I don't know. So I can't do nothing other than he's coming in for me. I better shoot him down. He's coming head on head. Bad spot to be. Bad spot to be, buddy. Oh! Ooh. Dude, he's got 1 aileron, dude. Now this is a mistake. This is something that they do all the time to bombers. Especially if they don't have a bomb tank, but of course, which I don't have, but I do have a guy that covers my bottom. I'll take you down with me. No, but seriously, take you down with me. Or can I actually save this? Nope, I can't. I got him. Bye-bye. Which is fair enough for me, since I'm just... Oh, wait, no. 79 Era Cobra. Yeah, my convergence is set at 600, because 400, you might as well be ramming into them at that point. So, 600's better. Whew, I am so tired. Had a big day today, and it's been more exciting than ever. But it's, of course, 7. It's part of daylight savings time. Do you like more cockpit view? I'm turning it down all the way so you guys can hear me more. Do you like cockpit view? Or do you like the outside view? Because I personally love the cockpit view because you got the sight right there. You know, you can actually see all your gauges and stuff, which is important for realistic because you actually have to see your gauges and stuff to see what skill you're at. I think it tells you what health you're at. I don't even think it tells you that. I don't even think it tells you nothing except for your score and how much you've shot down, which I doubt it does that. We could get into realistic if anyone's playing. They have made this guy great. I'm still at 100, which means he sucks at shooting. Well, I watched a video, and I'm not gonna say the YouTube channel's names or anything, but this one guy was hunting, and he shot at this guy that was doing the video, and as that, dude, the guy was shooting at deer, and so the deer came out, and like there's a bunch of them, and like all of a sudden, I mean, he boom, and I mean, you see him running. I mean, he straight up runs out of harm's way. It's kind of like low. Another tip, fly low. If they can't hit you, flying low, because it's a little bit more tough. Or not. Sorry guys, apparently don't listen to me. Even though I love World War II. And my whole class makes fun of me, so. Because I am fat and I love World War II. I'm basically a fat World War II lover. Except I'm not gay. Like people think I am. They like to call me gay all the time. I'm not gay. Okay, so we're gonna do another cockpit view and we're gonna stay in it the whole time because I want that actual real feeling. But this was when you're trying to get into your bubble canopy. Because look, you can see all the way around, and the P-39 would be a great personnel for that because. And he wants to try to mess with me. Kind of like pop a few shots at him. I don't want to waste all my cannons. Ooh, I only got 24 cannons. I mean, 24 rounds left in my cannons. Let's smoke them. Let's smoke them. Smoke them. Smoke them. Oh! I smoked them like I said I would. He's dead. Say he leaves. Say he leaves. I love when people rage quit and then they come back in. Because they want to join an arcade because no one's playing historic or realistic. But they're playing arcade, and I swear this game's going out of business. I love the game, but barely anyone's playing it anymore. So, there we go. There's Bomb Raider. He did not leave, which is fine with me because all he is a P-40 that can't do nothing like this. Man, he did shoot me down the first time, didn't he? I'm not gonna. Why do you fail to get to see A? I mean, get to say A. I'm not actually getting told anything. I'm just spraying him and peppering him. Really? I'm not seeing it. Oh, frick. But am I going to rage quit? No. Because why? Why? I'm not even raging because I might be getting beat by a P40, but he's also got bombs, which means he's actually doing good because he's got bombs on there and he's not stopping with the bombs, which means he's doing better. I'm just gonna say. But of course, still a noob because I've shot him down 2 times already. And I've got 14. Before 14, so. How am I getting speed from this? Okay, let's just fly straight. We'll try to fly straight. How am I still getting... I'm getting speed from doing that. Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here. I like how my 50 cows are like right here. And then like my 30 cows are right here. But then my cannon. Somehow, they're making it where it does that. I don't know who's in my way. There he is. Comment down in the comments below what you guys think. Canopy, or outside view. They don't say long view. Don't say that. Because, no way. Never gonna do it. It's basically impossible to shoot down someone with it. How did I not? I had to have hit him at least once. I know my lead was at the base. I'm not even doing flaps, and he's outmaneuvering me. That should be the more superior one here. Now I'm using flaps, and he's still outmaneuvering me somehow. And of course, he's in a P40, which can kill me. But they can kill zero. What can this thing do? Let's see if we can kill the zero killer. Okay, we are on his tail right now, and now he's on his tail. Ha! Oh. 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 Well, I mean, I am using the killer cobra skin, so you better be afraid of me. I can just do this, and I'm kind of going for the road. But yeah. I should be able to whoop him really, really well. See the P-39, nice good aircraft, and basically, it was basically starting to invent the bubble canopy. Because some planes had the fastback canopy, which couldn't see behind you. There was a lack of options. You basically could only see in front. So they made the bubble canopy. You know, like what's on the P-51D, which is an iconic plane. If you don't know what the P-51D is, then where have you been living the past year? I swear, the P-51 is famous and where you've been living for your whole life. You've at least had to hear the P-51's name once or twice. You know? I mean, the first plane that got me into World War II was actually the F-4U Corsair, but it ain't my favorite. The B-17 is actually my favorite. But that was the first plane I ever heard about back in World War II, but, not back in World War II, but I heard about World War II. I thought it was in World War II. I didn't even know that it was in World War II until I looked out. Until I found out about that it served in the World War. Okay. He's still kind of shooting at me, but he crashes. Because that's what people do. Anyhow, let's just have this new map. have that it act like I rage quit, because I'm not rage quitting. I just want to leave. Wow, 5 ground kills and 5 air kills, 2 ground kills. The best. Wow, and you're just kidding. I can make, yeah, but whew, we're trying to get this thing. Like, look at this beauty right here. That's my dad's favorite, but it's 60,000. And my favorite's the B17 Flying Fortress. Look, they have the C, they have the B, but they just need to add the A, which should be in front of the B. If they can add the A, and then go to C, and then a D, and then add the P61, but if they could, or no, add the A36 Apache right here, because then they can actually add more, like the Avenger. Let's see, the Avenger could go there, the Devastator, the Buffalo, which you should start out with the Buffalo, but you don't. But they should add the Buffalo. They should add a lot of stuff, because it's just, they need to add every thing in World War II. Like, they've already had the B-17G. Why don't you add an earlier version of the B-17 as well? Be kind of like, hey, you don't like the G so much because it's got the turret at the bottom, and you don't like that. You just like the gun in the front. Then you could fly that one. But you also have the B-24, which B-24, it is the stepsister of the B-17. The B-17 is literally the crown on top. I could rate every bomber in Gunship Sequel 1 to 5. B-17, if I could fly it right now, it'd be a 5. Okay. Go back to my unit. Wow. Look at that unit. And if we go to specs, here's the specs. Pause it. I'm going to read it out to you, though, so if you don't want to pause it. Okay, the P-39 Airacobra was one of the principal American fighters aircraft in service when the United States entered World War II. The P-39 was used with great success by the Soviet Air Force, which scored the highest number of individual kills attributed to any U.S. fighter type. Other major users of the type included the Free French, the Royal Air Force, the United States Army Air Force, and the Italian Belligerent Air Force. So that's the P-39, which maximum speed 136 miles per hour, or 605 kilometers per hour. Red line dive speed was about 520 miles per hour. Range 525 miles on internal fuel. Service ceiling 35,000 feet. Rate of climb 19 miles a second. 3,750 feet per minute, which it's kind of slow to some of the P-51s and stuff, but it's still fast. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it'd be cool. But yeah, like I was saying, bubble canopy. So you go back to P-40. Look at that. That's the fastback design right there. And all P-40s have that, I'm pretty sure. But with the P-39, they kind of introduced it. Hey, look, you can have your vision all the way around, because you'd like to see your rear end to see if the Germans or the Japs were on you. But the P-38 had it fully. In fact, basically, just a P-39 canopy on a P-38. Little modified, though. See? So, and then you can go on forever. See another example, the F-4F and the F-6F and the SBD, the Hudson, and, well, shouldn't go into bombers, because bombers, you already have the people to protect your rear end and stuff. But still, the B17 does a greater job, because the B26 just sucks. I don't like it. I don't like the back turn. My favorite turn's on the top. It's everyone's favorite, I think. Anywho, let's go back to the P39. So, going back to the P40, here's its specs. The P40 was an American single-engine, single-seat, all-metal fighter and ground attack aircraft that first flew in 1938. So, basically, A-10 from World War II. The P40 design was a modification to the previous P-36 Hawk, which reduced development time and enabled a rapid entry into production and operational service. The Warhawk was used by most Allied powers during World War II and remained in frontline service until the end of the war, where its third most produced American fighter after the P-51, P-51, and the P-47. So, going back over that, ground attack basically means, hey, look, it's the A-10 from World War II. Oh my gosh. Second, single-engined, single-seat. So you don't have a navigator like the modern-day jets where you have two people on a fighter jet. No, you only have one person in it. So if you're thinking, you're in the military, you're like, I love my jets. And, you're given the opportunity to fly a World War II aircraft that's still original. I mean, some P-51s today, which I'm pretty sure were flown back in 1950s, kind of when the jets kind of came out. Because the P-51 Mustang, it was a single-engine, single-seat fighter as well. But what happened was it went into a dive because with its bigger, larger bubble canopy. See, even the P-51C had its fastback, or its razorback design. So what do you want to do? Do you want to cut off speed? Or do you want to cut off visibility? I personally would go for visibility. But, of course, some other people are like, I need to kill these Me-262s that are out. Let's go for speed. I'm just going to be like, dude, then get an altitude advantage, dive on them, and shoot them out of the air. People would probably agree with me to be that really good. Now, it was a modification to the previous P-36 Hawk, which they also need to include in the game. The Hawk, I have it on War Thunder. It's actually really cool. It's really cool to fly on War Thunder. Which you should get. It's actually a really good game if you're on computer. Hawk, which reduced development time and enabled a rapid entry into production and operational service. So, the Warhawk was used by most Allied powers during World War II. The British had a bunch of the Kitty Hawks. The Chinese, and us, because we kind of helped the Chinese out before they turned on us, and now they're going against us. Which has nothing to do with coronavirus, if people are thinking that. No, I'm talking about they want to cause a war with us. It's the same with North Korea and just Russia. We have Israel on our side. Why would we ever turn down on Israel? I would never. But of course, some people are stupid. Because Israel, I think, is what I've been hearing, is the best Air Force, has the best Air Force, which, if you're thinking of it, it's a small dang country. We're friends with it. So, you don't want to mess with us, because we got Britain, and Israel. So, you have Air Force, Air Force, Air Force. You combine all three of those, and if we have to actually move into our own, share our country with both of them, with their Air Force, we can have British bombers with Israel fighters, with American escort, because the fighters can stay up above. This is how I escort. If I'm gonna have like a big group, on fly to bombers, like 16 bombers, I would fly on top. I mean, I would have some fighters, like better fighters on top. Well, no, better fighters with the bombers, and then on top, like way up there, like where the jets or something can't see them, would be better, like P-39s and stuff. Because then I can just shoot. They can dive down on them, help us out, go back up, and we're escorting the bombers. We're staying with the bombers. But yeah, most of the Allied powers did use it. The British was the main one. I think the Soviets did too. We helped China out with the Flying Tigers. And there's a lot more. I mean, Ed remained in frontline service until the end of the war. So it basically helped out in the war. But like I said, fly P-51. I mean, it's basically the same thing, but with a bubble canopy. And, well, not all of them have bubble canopies, but if you talk about the D, it has a bubble canopy, and it has drop tanks. This has a fastback design, I mean, razorback design, and, I mean, so going back on the specs, the crew 1, length, wingspan, height, area, airfoil, empty weight, loaded weight, max takeoff weight. So even fully loaded, I mean, if you have the loaded weight on, you can still take off just fine, because the takeoff weight is 8,810 pounds. But I mean, the P-47, better ground attack. P-51, better escort. P-39 should have replaced the P-40 but of course, we hated it. But yeah, so now P-38. We're gonna look on the specs of it real quick. So the P-38 Lightning was a World War II American fighter aircraft developed to a United States Army Air Corps requirement. The P-38 had a distinctive twin booms and a single central nacelle containing the cockpit and the armament, named Fork-Tailed Devil by the German word by the Luftwaffe, and 2 planes, 1 pilot by the Japanese. The P-38 was used in a number of roles, including interception, dive bombing, level bombing, ground attack, night fighting, photo reconnaissance, radar, and visual pathfinding for bombers. The evacuation missions, and extinctive as a long-range escort fighter when equipped with drop tanks under its wings. We were just talking about drop tanks. Okay, so I have a book that, is talking about the P-38. I didn't know what this was, but it literally looked like it had a bomb, like bomb nose on it. No guns, no nothing. Apparently it was for reconnaissance. I personally would just throw guns on it and, go out and fight. But, if I was told, yeah, but I cannot read no German or Japanese. So if you know any of those, let me know with that. Well, because we literally have Fork-Tailed Devil and 2 planes, 1 pilot by the Japanese. So, there's that. Go back to P-39. So, anywho, we've already been on here for 34 minutes. Okay, I guess I'll see you some other time. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, there won't be war tips on this video, but there will be on the next video. Bye-bye.